Welcome everybody to the official Shaun T Transform 20 test group party. That's what we're calling it. We have such an awesome group of people here. Welcome everybody, and thank you for jumping on. This is so exciting for me. I remember just feeling like a little baby coach, and I was like, oh, I got one person to join me, and now we have like this amazing team and all these people that have decided to have the courage to share their journeys. And so that's why you guys are here. And I hope you know that that is such an exciting thing, because all of us, no matter how many Triller videos you see and all of us looking like we know, like we have our stuff together, we were in a place one time and one point where we did not. And we need you to know that, because we need you to understand that nobody is on a journey to compete with each other in here. We are all here for each other, to encourage each other, to empower each other, to help each other on a journey. It's not like your typical women experience by any means. And I know we probably have a few guys in here, but we want you guys to know that you are welcome in this place. You are supported, and anything good or bad, you're never going to be judged. Not by us, at least. You won't. And you'll get that vibe from us, so then you will definitely do it back to other people. Okay, so a couple things just to get started. I wanted to share with you guys where you're kind of supposed to be. So this group is on Facebook, right? And we have our Climb, Commit, Conquer. Is that what it's called? I should probably know that. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Carly, by the way. I didn't even introduce myself. Fine. But we have that group, which is going to be operating every single day, morning post, and then we have a night post to check in. Then we also have the Challenge Tracker app. If you've not used that or been in there, make sure you talk with your coach, get in there. It's another resource for you that will help you stay accountable, and it gives you like notifications on your phone. You can do before and after pictures in there and keep them hidden or share for extra accountability. All we're asking is that you guys show up each day. Another thing that you can do that really solidifies this whole experience is to sign the contract that Missy posted. It's just, if you read it over briefly, you're like, all right, dude, like I'm committed, I'm in, and I'm going to sign the piece of paper. And there's something about that brain connection with your hand on a sheet of paper that's going to help you do something that you've not done in the past, in other years. This is your year, you guys. So you have that. You should have checked out Beachbody On Demand at this point. Looked at the meal plans. If that is not perfect, don't worry. We're going to have other coaches kind of chime in right after me and share with you some tips on maybe how they got started with nutrition. So don't worry too much about if it's not perfect. Just strive for progress each day, and you will overcome so many things. If you're struggling, I encourage you to use Fixate, which is on Beachbody On Demand. It's tons of recipes, tons of meal prep tips, how to stock your pantry. I mean, you name it, they got it covered. So be excited about that if you're feeling uncomfortable, it's a growth period. You're not doing the same thing as you always did before, and you will get the hang of it. You just have to stick to it. And if you fall off and you eat pizza and you eat a burger, or one of your family members is Italian or something, and they throw something in your face, okay, eat it, but then go hard the next meal or the next day. And forget about it, and don't self-sabotage, because that's not going to help you, right? Then I think that's about it. So those are the things that are going to help you most. What I'm going to do at this point is pass it over to, I'm just going to go say Lindsay right now because she's staring at me. And then we're going to pass it to each one of the coaches. We're all going to kind of touch base on something for you guys, and then get you some questions answered and get you out of here to ready to rock tomorrow. But awesome you're here. Go ahead, Linz.
All right. Hey, guys. I am Lindsay. I'm one of the coaches in this group. Carly is my coach, that cute little rock star that just talked to you guys. But I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited that you guys are here as well. I want to give you a little bit of a backstory, and this is kind of what I wanted to share with you guys. I did my very first Beachbody program. It'll be 3 years in April. My daughter was 2. I had just gone through some personal stuff, and I was probably in the lowest point mentally, physically I had ever been. And my coach at the time had reached out to me 3 or 4 times and was like, you have to try this 21-day program. And I had got to the point where nothing else had worked. And I was already going to the gym 3 days a week. I was already, eating what I thought was healthy. I had tried wraps and pills and shakes and you name it. And I had tried it. And I just thought, I just don't want to fail at one more thing. And I remember having this conversation after I ordered my stuff. And I sat there and I was crying and I just thought, I can't fail at one more thing. Like, I just invested money in this. I don't want to tell my husband that I'm not going to do it or that I failed at it. So I'm going to do it. I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to do it. And I did my first workout and I sat on the floor and I cried and I cried. And I remember saying, wow, I'm really freaking out of shape. And in the past, it's something that I probably would have walked away from and I would have quit. But instead, I logged into my challenge group and it was the first time I had done it. And I saw 3 other girls going, that was hard. Anybody else cry? Does that suck for anybody else? And I was like, okay, so I'm not the only out of shape person. This is good. Okay. All right. We're going to power through it. We're just going to show up again tomorrow. And so we did. And I showed up the next day and it was hard and it kind of sucked. I loved the workout, but it was hard. And I did that the 3rd day and the 4th day. And at the end of the 3 weeks, I can honestly look back and say that it was one of the hardest things I did, but it was the most rewarding. And it is what mentally changed me for the better. And for the next 3 years has helped me create like this amazing, healthy lifestyle, both mentally and physically. And I lost my 20 pounds. And I mean, I'm not going to tell you my whole backstory because you don't want to hear it. But what I want you guys to take away from this is that there are going to be days that it's hard. And tomorrow you might get to minute 7 and say, oh gosh, can I do this? And I encourage you, I really, really encourage you, always try the move before you modify it and modify it before you quit. There is nothing wrong with modifying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with modifying. We've been doing these programs for 3 years. I modified most of the moves during the sample workout, and I will be modifying many more tomorrow. But I just encourage you guys to keep going. Tomorrow's going to be tough. The next day will be tough, but keep showing up. Pour into the challenge group. I promise you that other people are going to be going through the same thing as you guys. It's not going to be a walk in the park for everybody, no matter what, fancy Triller videos or what other Instagram stories you're seeing other people do the workout. So give it your all. You will get better. And in 6 weeks, you are going to be so freaking proud of yourself because you're going to be really, really, really surprised with how far you've come mentally, physically. With the Transformers, we're going to be tracking every day. And one of the other coaches is going to talk to you guys about the importance of taking those before and after photos. So with that, I'm going to segue over to Jackie. You on here, girl? Yep. All right. I'm going to give you all over to Jackie.
Hi. Sorry. I'm still meal prepping over here, which is perfect because that's what I want to talk about real quick. I know Carly did an awesome live video and kind of showed some of her tips and tricks, but like Lindsay, when I started, super overwhelmed with the whole thing. And meal planning and prepping, like, just scared the shit out of me. And I probably, especially that first group, spent like 3 hours just staring at a piece of paper and like taking my markers and making my colored containers and I just overthought the whole process and I overwhelmed myself so much before getting started. So my biggest tip to you guys is just to keep it really simple. Like, your normal go-to foods, you can still eat those. You just have to find cleaner ways of eating them. And unless you absolutely hate to eat the same thing over and over, like what you have for lunch tomorrow can be dinner later in the week, can be lunch again a few days after that. Like, just make big batches of stuff and make it easier for yourself. Because you don't need to be wasting all that time trying to figure out this pristine meal plan because it's all the same thing. So as long as you're following your plan the best that you can, ask us for help. There's tons of recipes in the group. But yeah, I mean, that's a scary thing when you're first starting. So it's okay if it scares you a little bit. That's a good thing. That means you're stepping outside your comfort zone. But just don't think too much into it. Just kind of go with it. And if you screw up one day, it's not going to make or break your whole program. Who else is on? I can't even tell. There's so many of us. Katie, you want to go, girl?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like not muted that whole time then. Okay. And I thought I was. It's good that I'm going next because I just want to piggyback a little bit on what Jackie was saying on the meal prepping. So that was, if you're anything like me, it was easier for me to get into the fitness part of things because I've always been athletic. I've always liked working out. So definitely the most difficult part for me, or the most overwhelming part for me, was the meal planning and the meal prepping. And if I'm being completely honest, like, I started with Beachbody 3 years ago, and I would say that my husband and I have gotten more consistent with it as time's gone on. I definitely would say the first year was just like a shit show. It was like, if we got to the grocery store, great. If we didn't, well, we were going to wing it and do as best as we possibly could. But that was because I just didn't break it down and simplify it for myself. So I think, one thing that helped me, which goes hand in hand with what Jackie said, was just focusing on making 2 or 3 dinners, prepping 2 to 3 dinners, and breaking those up into containers or putting them in the fridge in big bowls or whatever that looks like for you. And then portioning it out as the week went on, and then focusing. I'm simple with lunches. I'm a teacher. So my lunches are fairly easy. I'm like a creature of habit. So I really stick to the same thing, like from day to day during the week. And then my breakfast was always my Shakeology. But one thing that also made it easier for me was, instead of thinking like, oh, Sunday I have to grocery shop, I have to meal prep, I have to cook everything, I have to bag everything. And I posted about this, and I'm not sure if some of you read it already or not, was that I would start making my grocery list on like Friday, so that it was less overwhelming to me, because I found that when I would be in a rush on Sunday to make a list, to go shop, to come home and cook, it's like by the time I got home to cook, I didn't even want to cook anymore because I felt like a lot of work was spent in making the list and shopping. So breaking it up into days, like Friday, checking my cabinets, making sure I don't double buy what I might already have, which has happened to me numerous. I can't tell you how many seasonings of the same seasoning we probably have in our cabinet, because we would double buy things. So Friday we make the list, and then hopefully the goal is Saturday we always shop, and then Sunday we cook, so that it's not like Sunday we're doing everything. And that's just worked for us, especially since having a baby recently. It's just made it a little bit more easier for us to juggle those little pockets of time that we do have. So yeah, that's one thing that was super overwhelming to me, but then if I broke it down and simplified it, it got way easier as time went on. I will go ahead then, and I will pass it to, who has not gone? Who should I? Jamie.
Hi everyone, I'm Jamie, and I'm kind of in the middle of Lindsay and Jackie and Katie with my journey. I, like Katie, athletic things kind of were in my background and in my history, but I also basically started Beachbody for the nutrition part of it, the food part. So when I first started, I wasn't even really following the fitness program at all. I basically just focused on the nutrition and did the container system, and it worked for me. And this is why I'm going to talk about this, because I didn't do the fitness portion of the program and I didn't commit to it. So I feel like it is so important for you guys to commit to this program. And I know you've already done it, you're in the group, but Shaun T spoke the life into us yesterday, and we talked about the tracker and using the tracker to its full capacity and ability. And he basically said, okay, you celebrate when you buy a house and you have your mortgage and you're like, oh my gosh, you signed that contract, and you celebrate when you buy a car and now you have this monthly payment, but we don't celebrate when we do something for ourselves. And this is what's for us. Like, this is what you're going to sign. You're going to show up for yourself every day. You're going to celebrate it, and you're going to commit to it, because these 6 weeks are the only 6 weeks that we have every single person on this Zoom call doing this program together. So you might want to do it again in 6 weeks, but it's not going to be the same group of people. It's not going to be the same exact experience. So you're going to commit to it right now. And by commit, it's 100%. You're signing it off. You're every single thing, every single day, because you're showing up for yourself like you've never shown up for yourself before. And that is, I just thought it was funny that that's my part, and that's what I wanted to share, because I didn't do that for myself the first time that I did a Beachbody program. So think about that. That's what you are going to do, which is so awesome, because this is the 6 weeks where you are going to change the rest of your life, the rest of your year. So I'm so excited. And don't overwhelm yourself thinking about, okay, Jamie said I have to commit to 100%. Yes, your 100%, not my 100%, not Carly's 100%. This is your 100%. So if today you ate one clean meal more than yesterday, that's your 100%. So you're going to show up for you. We're going to be here to show up for you guys, but your 100% is what you're giving us. So woo-hoo. Who else am I passing this to? Because I'm like, Shanti's in the life of me right now. Seriously, people were crying. People were like shouting. We waited for him afterwards because he was just so freaking amazing. He was so heartfelt. Like, it was just such a life-changing experience being there, seeing him live. But just seeing him live the 2 days before this releases for all of us was so exciting, because we're like, ooh, we get to do this. And now we're like even more pumped for it because this is happening. So, okay, I'm done.
I love her energy right now. Sorry, earbuds. Awesome.
We can't hear you. Or maybe it's just me.
You can't? Missy's turn anyways.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes my internet's choppy, so let me know if I'm cutting out. I completely feel like every piece of what everyone has said so far. My 100%, like in the beginning of my journey, I did feel overwhelmed, just like Jackie said, spent way too much time overanalyzing like my first week or so of food. But that's what it took for me to kind of get the hang of things, is to figure it out, figure it out on my own and come to the point that like simple was definitely the best route and repeating meals. So, but I'm just repeating what everyone else said. I think I'm still, to feed off of Jamie, I said, I've kind of been like emotional today from just like an emotional hangover from everything that happened yesterday. Erica is on the call here, I think. She was a couple people in front of me when we were going to meet Shanti, and she got like crying emotional. By the time I got up there, I was like on the verge of tears, and basically like words were barely exchanged between us. It was more just like a hug and like nonverbal emotions. The guy is just super fucking cool. But anyway, one of the things that really I thought was important that he answered in the Q&As yesterday, that he didn't necessarily touch base in his videos, was modifications if you have any type of shoulder or chest injury or weakness or anything like that, because these workouts require a lot of upper body things, like lots of push-ups. I know personally I have had some issues with shoulder and neck issues. So sometimes that can feel really frustrating when you're in the middle of a program and something feels tweaked and you can't do certain moves. So he does show you some modifications for slowing down in the under the Transform videos. There is a specific modification video on there, but he didn't really address the upper body weakness on there. So I actually can demonstrate what he demonstrated for us on stage. Basically, he said to just focus on your core if you cannot utilize your, I'll say goodnight to them in a minute. Sorry, kiddos are coming, getting ready for bed. Basically, focus on your core if you can not hold your upper body up. So, like he said, I'm going to see if you guys can see me, because I feel like saying it only goes so far. Carly, don't laugh at me. But basically, he was up on the stage demonstrating for us and just said, like, if you tighten your core while you're doing, instead of being on the floor doing your push-ups, so you just tighten your core and do the movement with your arms, you're still going to get a lot of that core work in without hurting yourself. So sorry for the awkward demonstration. I tried. But I'm super excited to get started with everyone. Like, I wish we could just like bottle up the emotions of yesterday and just share it with all of you guys. Hopefully this group will like pull it out for you guys. Like, this has been life-changing for all of us. And if you guys are new or this is your first time going all in on something like a new launch, like, you're about to experiencing something like super unreal. So get ready. Anybody else going, or am I the last one?
Can you guys hear me? No? Fuck. Happening. Well, then you're going to have to close it out, Liz. Hold on. Now I can't hear anything. I don't know what happened.
I was muted that whole time, wasn't I?
No.
I couldn't
No. Oh,
hear.
crap. Okay. Anyway. I just looked and I had a button popped up and it said unmute yourself. And I'm like, thought I did. Sorry, guys. Okay. So what I was trying to say is that, all right, couple hours until launch. I know everybody is on the East Coast, is probably getting ready for bed. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Schedule your workout, guys. I know it's only 20 minutes a day. That is one of the biggest appeals for so many of us for this program, is that it's only 20 minutes, but that doesn't mean you can't schedule it. Because if you get back after a long day, or you sleep in that extra 20 minutes in the morning and you miss your window to do your workout, that's when the excuses start to come in. So schedule your workout, pack your meals tonight if you have to leave in the morning for work bright and early, and let's hit tomorrow ground running. So a couple friendly reminders. Tomorrow morning or tonight, take your before photos and measurements. Carly, you want me to tell about the little, okay. So we're doing a giveaway for you guys. Energize is the lifeblood of every Beachbody coach and challenger who has ever experienced it. It is glorious. It is an all natural plant-based workout. Once you try it, you get it. But we are giving away a full-size tub of this to one of the challengers who takes their before photos and after photos with this program. An added benefit of this, you guys, is that Beachbody will actually give you a Transform 20 tank top if at the end of the program you submit your before and after photos. Completely free for everybody. So that's a guaranteed prize, but you also want to be in the running for our tub of Energize. So tonight or tomorrow, go to the files section, guys. We've uploaded instructions on how to take effective before photos and measurements. And the reason this is so important is because everybody experiences changes different. You might be the person that loses a bunch of weight. You might be the person that loses a bunch of inches. You might be the person that your numbers may stay the same, but you can look at 2 different photos of yourself in the next 6 weeks and go, holy crap. Wow, I changed a lot. But the numbers might not reflect that. So that is why we always, always insist that you take photos, measurements, and your weight tomorrow morning or tonight. And then we're going to do it again at the end of the program. It's up to you if you want to weigh yourself every week. We recommend probably now, middle of the program, and at the end, but however you want to do it. But please don't skip that step. You can post those to the group. We are going to have one of the posts this week is going to be about your before photos. So you can post it to that, or you can send it privately to your coach. We just want to make sure you guys do it. Get your contract signed if you haven't done that. And I think that's it. Get a good night's sleep, schedule your workout, get it done. Every day you're going to see a morning post by one of the coaches, and you're going to see an evening post, okay? So as the day goes on, take those pretty selfies, take pictures of some of the healthy meals you guys are making that you might want to share with other people. post to the group on one of those posts, just successes you had through the day, or if you're struggling or if you have questions, utilize those posts for that. But because this group is so large, we're approaching 100 people doing this program with us in this little group alone. Just to keep the feed nice and clean, we've changed the settings so you can only post on that morning or that evening post. So it's just to keep it clean so everybody can see the posts. But every evening we'll have a check-in, and we want to know how you guys did for the day. So keep a lookout for that. And I think that's all I got. But Carly, you got anything else, girl?
Q&A.
Q&A. All right. You guys, if you have a question, feel free to either type it in the chat or shout it out. We would love to answer any questions that you guys have about anything involving Beachbody, Transform 20, nutrition, fitness. What you got?
I have a question.
Go, Erica.
For the practice workouts or whatever, I've been using, like I had raised my step, but I was wondering, do you think if I should start off with just like on the floor and build up to each step, or should I stick with it already raised since I've been doing that?
Carly, did Sean say anything about that yesterday?
No, he didn't.
You gotta say it again because I wasn't even listening. I'm so sorry. I was typing. I heard like the last part of it. There's
3 different settings on the step. Where do people start? Base, super high, medium?
I know I'm not gonna want to start super high, but I've been doing the workout lately on the second step. So I don't know if it's that or because it's day one, if I drop back down.
I would say the floor or the first step for anybody, especially if you're not at an advanced fitness level. I don't think Sean, based off of yesterday, is gonna take it easy on us the first week. I'm just being honest. Like it's not like you're gonna die, but I would just go small, and then because some of these workouts are gonna repeat and the moves will repeat, I would say work your way up to the height, because the height is what's gonna get you shredded. The lower you are to the ground, it's like gravity. I would say start there and don't kill yourself.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right. Maybe I should be pushing you the other way, but I don't want anybody to tell them something. One thing I will say really quick before we get cut off is we were talking about this yesterday, and it goes off what Jamie was saying, is like he was saying that people are at all different fitness levels, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. And sometimes what coaches do or what fitness trainers do is they put people in a situation and they're like, okay, do this, cut this out of your diet, do that, here's your stuff, you gotta succeed. But sometimes that just means if this isn't working for you guys, and like you in the first 3 minutes you are extremely frustrated, or you're crying, or you feel like you can't go through it, then you know what you should do? Just listen to the rest of it, listen to his words, do like a 10-minute walk outside, or do something that's much easier for you. And then the next day show up for 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes. The next day show up in 3 or 4 minutes instead of 3 minutes. There is nothing saying here that you have to show up for that 20-minute workout and be successful. There's so many people in here already self-sabotaging, saying like, I'm so out of shape. Dude, nobody's going to be in shape when they do a Beachbody program. Like, you're not going to be in the video. I used to joke with like my husband. He thought that he was in these videos. He's like, I can't do it. It's like, what? No, you're not. You're never going to be that way. And that's okay. And that's why we're designed to have them inspire us. But don't beat yourself up. Drink more water the next day. Get 1% better every day. That's all we care about. And if you're going through a tough situation or a hard time in your life and it derails you, don't be hard on yourself. Show yourself some love. Know that you are doing something good for yourself that's like therapeutic when you show up in our group, and when you do, a fitness program. It doesn't, your mentality is everything. You're here to love yourself. You're not here to do anything else but to love yourself, to encourage you to get through a situation, but don't just quit because times got tough. Do what you can and know that like we're all here for each other. He said it so much better, but that's all I wanted to say. So I know his quote. It was, be hard on the situation, don't be hard on yourself. That's what he kept saying over and over again. What other questions we have though? Anybody? Are you guys ready? Like who's ready? Like scale 1 to 10. Like how you feeling? Yeah? We got some 10s? I love it. I like these gang signs. Oh, we have a question here. Let's see. I'm so excited too, you guys. This is so fun. I can't believe this is like my job. Just gets me excited about working out. It's so weird. But let us know if you need anything. Lindsay said the before and afters. Are we missing anything, guys? Thank you so much. All the coaches in here rule, huh? I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being real and sharing your heart. And you never know, you could be one of us one day, inspiring the crap out of somebody else. Just never know. Never say never. But thank you guys for being here. It says a lot about who you are as a person. It says a lot about where you are in your life right now, that you showed up for yourself and on this call, meeting new people. It's kind of like something that's weird. Can't wait either. All right, we got 10s. This is awesome. So everybody that's like at a 4 or 5 or maybe a 3, and they're like, haven't watched this, maybe you guys will all inspire them, which is awesome. So let's freaking do this. And let's get some results, because you know what the cool part is we might not be able to see Sean, but in the world of social media, if you do get results, the Beachbody, first of all, they give away money. So this is another reason why I need to take pictures, because if you have a crazy transformation, you can win $100, $500, $5,000, $10,000. We're looking at somebody right now, Jen K. She's on her 100-pound weight loss journey, already lost 75 pounds, you guys. Lindsay Macno already lost over 60 pounds. Jackie Dugan lost over 40 pounds. You're around some people that have been through some shit. And you know what? Beachbody pays people for that. And Sean T gets on social media and he comments and he likes. So get yourself those results so you have something to celebrate other than you distribute tracker every day. But we're happy for you guys. Thank you. I'm off my soapbox. Love you people. See you in the group, huh? Do this. Boom. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.